Welcome back to Cosmeholics Anonymous. I am your favorite new mama, Bougie Vintage, and today's video is a DIY. I'm going to be upcycling these vintage Levi's that I got at the thrift store, so let's get it ship poppin'. Salem. Salem. Salem.
What?
What do you mean what? Excuse me. Give me my pencil. Excuse me. It's time for you to go. Cut it out. Mommy will let you draw another time. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've drawn out my symbols on some tracing paper. This is actually parchment paper. And now I'm going to trace the symbols onto the Bristol board and I'm going to cut them out. So now I'm going to trace my LV onto the Bristol board. I should technically have this taped down. Keep in mind that I did not freehand this. I put the parchment paper against my iPad screen. I locked the iPad screen on guided access so that it wouldn't move every time I tried to trace. And then I used my pencil and I traced out all of the symbols that I needed. So I traced out the LV, I traced out the diamond symbol, and the circle flower symbol as well. And I'm not going to show you guys tracing all of those onto the Bristol board because the process is literally the same. So you just want to trace out your stencils onto the Bristol board, and then you want to cut them out with an X-Acto knife and some scissors.
I just wanna ball. She wanna fuck with a boss, ayy. I just been dripping the sauce, ayy. I spend a lot of my draws, ayy. I do not fuck with Lacoste, ayy. Might fuck a bitch on an off day. Rockin' Versace and ball, man. I do not care what it costs, man. I put them racks in the vault, ayy. Them niggas all talk. Pull up, we hop out. 30 round mop out. Standards and glass out. I hit with nothing but vultures. Wedding band rings, I shine a dog. Ay, she fuck with nothing but buses. Drip till I'm dead, supreme on my coffin. Ay, only eat with who I starve with. Designer drip out on the carpet. Them niggas cannot keep up. I got my feet up, 17 out the carbon. I just wanna ball. Designer on my drawers. I've been dripping sauce.
So I've used an X-Acto knife and I'm gonna pop out this right here. You could use this as a stencil. As you see, it's showing you the Louis V. Side note, because I did not mention this in the video, wash your jeans before you paint them. Even if you didn't get them at the thrift store, you should still wash them before painting. I got these jeans at Value Village for $2.99. They are a regular fit Levi denim. And we've cut out all of our stencils. So we have the LV, we have this guy, we have this one, and then we have the middle pieces as well. And so obviously they're not going to be perfect unless you get them, unless you buy the stencil yourself, which it would be easy to use like a, you can order like a cookie stencil or a cake baking stencil, your scale would be a lot smaller unless you get them custom. So the paints that I'm going to be using are the ANGELUS direct paints, and so I'm obviously going to be using, gift box blue, I'm using petal pink, I'm using acrylic white, I'm using white. I'll be mixing pale yellow with regular yellow. I'll be using lilac, black, and Grinch green. Okay, so those are all the colors I'll be using. And our most important ingredient is the GAC 900. This is basically going to make it so that your fabric doesn't get too stiff. The mixing ratio for the GAC to paint is 1:1, okay? I'm gonna start with pink. I have my art palette. Just to be safe, I've stuck a piece of cardboard down the leg because I don't know if it's gonna bleed through or not. This is our first stencil. So I've added the paint. I'm gonna add the GAC to it. And I'm going to mix it. This basically turns your paint into a dye. If you watched my Pussy Poppin' Pink Karachi's video, then you've seen this step before. So now I'm just going to go at it. I'm just going to paint into the stencil. Another cool thing you can do is get spray paint and spray paint the stencil directly on. It's obviously going to be faster if you do it that way. And you also want to make sure you are holding your stencil. You can tape the stencil down if you want to. I think this is just a great way to upcycle clothes, you know, and to turn like your mom jeans / dad jeans into a fun project.
They used to doubt my dog's nice swing, never had it. On a trapping marathon, dog, I gotta have it.
And so it'll look like that. The way the paint kind of like blotched over here, I think is pretty cool because it looks like it's supposed to be that way, you know? It looks like it's supposed to be a messy paint design, especially since this is not real Louis Vuitton. So usually under the LV is this symbol.
On them. They kicked down the door, we ain't had nothing on us. Now we trapping out the condo, long way from the corner. Tripping about the Benzie, dog, I gotta get her. Wavy riding shotgun with me like he Reggie Miller. Take them birdies from the island, put them in the ceiling. You was never trapping, you could never feel it. Get a TV on, gotta watch the lobby. Who that knocking at the door, don't expect nobody. Hunters in the ceiling, hope they never find it. I'm forever grinding, I'm forever shining. They used to doubt my dog's nice swing, never had it. On a trapping marathon, dog, I gotta have it. On a trapping marathon, got a bad habit. I was trapping out the condo, hunters in a mattress. My dog called me, said the fans got him. 50,000 in a metro housing. Trapping, that's a marathon. Trapping till the day I'm gone. This for trappers only, this for trappers only. See my dog change up, thought you was my homie. Need that GLE, is kidded with the 4Gs on it. Treat them Valentino runners like I'm going jogging. Hunters on hunters, I'm popping the seal, yeah. Activists on activists, it got me tripping. FA always with me like he's Scottie Pippen. Pounds in the trash, I'ma do the dishes. I just want to switch up. All the dogs, good luck. Made 100 out of buck. We ain't never giving up. Trapping like a marathon. Trapping till I'm dead and gone. Trapping like a marathon. Trapping till they used to doubt my dog's nice swing, never had it. On a trapping marathon, dog, I gotta have it. On a trapping marathon, got a bad habit. I was trapping out the condo, hundreds in a mattress. My dog called me, said the feds got him. 50,000 in a metro housing. Trapping, that's a marathon. Trapping till the day I'm gone. Fuck a palm reading nigga when you palm itch. Need a presidential rollie and a bomb bitch. I'm on the broad shit, 23 hoes, all shit. Said she never been as high inside a cockpit. I bet she leave a new nigga just to get with me. I'm flashing her the swag and this ain't new to me. Man, fucking on her, had that bitch wildin'. Fucking with me had to get that whole stylist. She want that money, I'm with it. Hundreds and fifties. I brought a hoe to my city. City to go out and get it. Had to go get me a ticket. Had to go give me them ends. She wanna ride in the Benz. Lost my dead homies, it was awful. Had to go and get it on my own. We was ducking charges from the lawyer. Running up a check, I spent it on you. I had to run up a check. I'm having drinks at the jet. Colors straight flooding my neck. Niggas can't trip on the set. You better keep it direct. In the house of my city. All of the blacks gotta feel it. My whole bitch tripping, my trigger figure be itching. Fuck a palm reading nigga when you palm itch. Need a presidential rollie and a bomb bitch. I'm on the broad shit, 23 hoes, all shit. Said she never been as high inside a cockpit. I bet she leave a new nigga just to get with me. I'm flashing her the swag and this ain't new to me. Man, fucking on her, had that bitch wildin'. Fucking with me had to get that whole stylist. All this no designer and it's double G. Penthouse sweet, I wanna get to me. Penthouse sweet, they never get to me. No, no, no. I just wanna bow. Designer on my drawers. I've been dripping sauce. I just want it all. I just wanna bow. Designer on my drawers.
And in the end, you will have something that looks like this. As soon as Salem crawls away and leaves whatever's on her foot on my pants. Come on, bougie gal. All right.
I do not fuck with Lacoste. Might fuck a bitch on an off day. Rockin' Versace and ball, man. I do not care what it costs, man. I put them racks in the bar, man. Them niggas all talk. Pull up, we hop out. 30 round my bow. Standards and glass out. I hit with nothing but vultures. Wedding band rings, I shine at the altar. She fuck with nothing but buses. Drip till I'm dead, supreme on my coffin. Only eat with who I starve with. Designer drip out on the carpet. Them niggas cannot keep up. I got my feet up, 17 out the carbon. I just wanna